the Mystics' mouth. He said, we can give a much better showing. The key to
slight delay here. There's a rim adjustment being made. Here's based on Charles Watson that he likes the way it looks, but Amy Bonner, our crew chief, Charles Watson, and Teresa since 17, Washington Mystics team, but Becky Hammond multiple times has said
they have lost single-digit contests, and you have to remember they have three who has been out with a hip injury. It's just really been difficult.
And as good of a sharpshooter as Steph Dolson has been, you're also missing your other sharp. It's around the help defense. Misses Wilson on the follow, puts it off the
difficult to contain her production.
Ariel Atkins, the southpaw,
of course, a title here in Washington in 2019. And she for a contract for a 4-year deal.
Wilson takes, and they're going to get a whistle and a foul as Plum
going a smaller player defensively to Steph Dolson because of her pick and pop. You see Plum still sticking out here.
Atkins,
26 points on Wednesday. The victory.
Atkins got Jackie Young to bite on that one. Ariel Atkins had
a terrific, crafty decision by the vet.
Hare will join Team USA after the...
Congrats.
Thank you. And Steph Dolson goes to Wilson on the slip, lays it up and in. Got Dolson to bite on the pump fake, layup too strong.
I'm gonna pay attention to that.
Dolson off the slip, lays it up and in. Beautiful. Dolson up to 5 in the ball game. Wilson jumper in that mid. Ask her before how she feels like she's evolved as a person and a head coach since going back to her very first time coaching for the San Antonio Spurs as the head coach at NBA Summer League. I had the joy as a fan of hers and basketball to actually witness that run that they made to the championship. And it was just so interesting to hear what she had to say, Christy.
Yeah, it was amazing. And that was a great question, too. I mean, she said 8 years with the Spurs, 82 games. It's a lot of film watching, so she's seen a lot of basketball, so the decisions come a lot quicker to her now as a head coach and 2-time champ in the WNBA.
For sure. That jumper for Vegas off the mark, and she said that year the guys on the team really bought in. Van Loo on the backdoor cut, misses that one. Stokes with the rebound, really bought into what she wanted to do, what the staff wanted to do, and they championed her as much as she was championing them.
Yeah, and the moms and sisters of those players took photos with her, and they relished in that moment as well. The woman power of it all, and you love it.
Edwards going right back the other way off the turnover for Vegas. Gray able to disrupt it. It'll be baseline out of bounds for Washington.
Well, both coaches were talking about the importance of getting back in transition defensively. Eric Thibault told us, hey, in that first game, we did an adequate job, but in that second game, Las Vegas really exploited us in the transition game. They were just one pass and straight to the rim and straight line drives. So you see both teams really paying attention to that in this first quarter so far.
Dolson gets the lob. That one from Edwards, maybe just a little too much air on that one. Up the floor, Clark into the game. Here's Gray now. Gray still guarded by Dolson. 10 on the shot clock, gets it out. Here's Wilson. Spins off Edwards, hangs in the air. Too strong on that one.
The vet against the rookie right there, but the rookie did a good job of contesting and then finishing the play with the block out.
That's been a consistently fun matchup since the first matchup of these two teams. Walker Kimbrough in the corner. Long two, hops, drops, and drops.
Yeah, you love Shatori Walker Kimbrough's effectiveness off the bench for the Mystics.
Plum quickly back the other way. That's the transition defense you were just talking about.
Exactly. Somebody's got to pick up the basketball. It doesn't matter if that's your primary match. That's our match as a team.
Walker Kimbrough, back-to-back buckets, a quick 5 off the bench.
Oh, the bench mob. She's the captain of the bench mob, and MOB means minutes off the bench, and she leads the league in minutes off the bench, and her numbers have been quality.
19-8 lead here for Washington. Wilson in that mid-post. Help came from Atkins, able to get the steal, pushing quickly. Atkins works off Edwards. Little hesitation. A lot of contact, no whistle there. Back the other way is Clark now in transition. Has Walker Kimbrough to beat, goes into the body. A whistle and a foul as Clark is going to head to the free throw line.
I love what Alicia Clark does off the bench for Las Vegas. I mean, she is a 2-time All-Defensive Team member, 3-time WNBA champion, won a ring with Seattle, and then twice more. What she does off the court as well, just reaching into the community. When she was in Seattle, she had an initiative with the Children's Hospital there, and that has carried forward with stuffed animals and There's an Adidas deal now. I mean, it's just really been beautiful to watch her career unfold from Middle Tennessee to now.
Splits the pair at the line. 10-point lead here for Washington. Myisha Hines-Allen back into the ball game. And Plum, to her displeasure, is going to be whistled for the foul.
She is trying to get some concise information from the officials there. Same with Myisha Hines-Allen, it seems to be as well.
Second foul on Plum. 3:55 to go here in the opening quarter.
Let's see what Washington can come up with and organize here in the quarter court. A little high ball screen by Myisha Hines-Allen.
Atkins cashes in.
The threes are falling for the Washington Mystics, and that's nothing new for this ball club. I mean, coming into this game, they are second best in the league, shooting 36% from range.
Plum baseline jumper, that drops.
She is such a toughie, 28 points the last time these two teams met out in Vegas. It's a big win for the Aces out there. They own the paint points in that contest as well as fast break buckets.
Jumper for Edwards doesn't go. Atkins, though, the offensive board.
Washington needed that one.
Works off Hines-Allen. Jumper doesn't go. Plum. Plum attacking. And Kelsey Plum is going to head to the free throw line, where she shoots it at 85% this season.
Three-level scores. They can get all the way to the rim. They can knock in those threes, and you've seen the mid-range game from both of them being high level.
Plum gets the first.
Well, Kelsey Plum, as we announced earlier, will be also on the national team, but she was on the 3v3 national team, so she's already a gold medalist. Going back for yet another. Her journey has been an awesome one out of the University of Washington, #1 overall pick. She has just evolved into an absolute star in this league.
Edwards inside kicks it out. Here's Van Loo. 8 on the shot clock for the Mystics. Van Loo still with it. Drops it off. Edwards. Atkins rises and connects.
Now that was a deep water triple. Ariel Atkins beyond the line in the pool that says, hey, that's too deep. That's as far as you can go. She's way back behind that.
13 points on 5 of 7 shooting. Walker Kimbrough has Hayes to beat, goes to Atkins. Atkins fades off 1 foot, doesn't go. And Clark controlling.
But that fader was crafty, though, hanging in the air.
Wilson. Double comes. Edwards going after that loose ball, gets on after it. And a foul is called as both her and Clark go to the ground.
It's a hard fall for both of them. Good to see them both hop up. But it's that double team that's coming to take the space away from Asia Wilson. That's what Washington has been able to do in both games to disrupt.
Atkins. What a first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 16 points. She's on a heater.
String music for Ariel Atkins with a hand in her face.
And Edwards will get called for the foul.
Number 7 has been able to come out of the gates and just apply pressure on both sides of the court.
Hayes. Wilson with a bit of space. That one falls.
And she's going to need to probably utilize that part of her game a little bit more. I mean, she knocked in 3 threes in the last game. Lost her mouthpiece and tried to pick it up, but just was able to get a hand up, but I don't think she was in proper defensive stance. But she had to get that mouthpiece off the ground.
Coming up on a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Hayes, nice move to get around Van Loo.
And she got around retirement too, popped back onto the scene at the beginning of this year, June 7th to be exact, came back to the WNBA. Hayes spent some time in Atlanta as well.
Walker Kimbrough attacking Martin. Too strong, and a whistle after the play as Shatori Walker Kimbrough is slow to get up. They called the foul on Kate Martin.
Carolina won a title during her senior season, but then that one I think will be my second all-time favorite speech ever.
There's Martin. That 3 falls. Strong attack follow there from Edwards doesn't go in the first.